Yo, what's good, everybody? We are back for another full slate of my personal favorite home run looks for June 13th. Quick little recap from yesterday, June 12th. The video went crazy. I hope that it helped some of y'all. I definitely cashed a couple of slips and almost cashed a flex Friday, man. We went for 4 out of 6. But anyway, let's get into the full slate tomorrow for June 13th. We're going to start off with the early game. We got the Cardinals versus Twins. You got Liberatore versus Prelp. For the Twins side, I like Mr. Buxton here. I think he can go 3 in a row. Cody Clemens and long shot Tristan Gray. And I feel like I got to say Royce Lewis. He's kind of heating up. And a good long shot for the Cards. Nelson Velazquez, I think that's his name. And Jimmy Crooks. But my favorite for that is Jordan Walker. And honestly, Burley could go 5 in a row. But for in order, this is my favorite for the Cardinals. Jordan Walker, Burley, and then 2 long shots is Velazquez and Jimmy Crooks. Yankees versus Blue Jays. You get Schittler versus Gosman. For the Blue Jays, I really like Jesus Sanchez, George Springer, long shot Brandon Valenzuela. For the Yankees, I'm going to go Ben Rice, Cody Bellinger for the back-to-back, and Trent Grisham. McMahon looks good, but we don't know if he's going to play. Mariners versus the Nationals, you get Luis Castillo versus Cade Cavalli. For the Nats, I'm going back to James Wood. Dalen Lyle. Shout out Curtis Mead for the long shot. For the Mariners, you're going to go Kenzone Rayleigh and Mitch Garver and then Patrick Wisdom. I don't know if those 2 guys will play, but they look good for a long shot. Marlins versus Pirates. Bakar, I don't know how to say his name. And Bubba Chandler. I really like Ryan O'Hearn here for the Pirates. Possibly Bilo again. And I tried to catch Callahan for the long shot today. He didn't go. I think I'm going to spin back for tomorrow. For the Marlins, I'm heavy on Kyle Stowers, man. I think he looks really good tomorrow. And Owen Casey. Padres versus Orioles. I'm going back to Adley Rutschman and Sam Basayo. I think Adley looks way better today than he did yesterday. I mean, then you got Mr. Small Meat Pete. Blaze Alexander is a good long shot if he plays. For the Padres, honestly, like I said, I don't really like putting my coin on these guys, but you can look at Jackson Merrill or Gavin Sheets. Braves versus the Nets, you get Perez versus, I think, Manea. That's what Outlier says. For the Mets, I like Semien, Vientos, if he plays, and Bo Bichette. I don't really like Soto as much tomorrow. For the Braves, Matt Olson, Austin Riley, and maybe Mateo. That's a long shot. Tigers versus Guardians. We got Schoolball, first game back. And then Cantillo. If you want to target Schoolball, I think you just look at Hoskins, J-Ram, and Camanzardo. For the Tigers side, I like Torque for the back-to-back, Dylan Dingler, and Riley Green. D-backs versus the Reds. You get Soroka versus Louder. For the Reds, reliable, my GOAT, JJ Bleday. Nathaniel Lowe. Maybe Will Benson. I don't know if he's going to play. And Sal Stewart. For the D-backs, I only like Corbin Carroll and Ketel Marte. Personally, I might not even put coin in them. We'll see. Dodgers, White Sox. Yamamoto, our GOAT. So he's going to be very hard to target. Versus Burke. Look, man, I tried to get Colson today. I'm going back to him tomorrow. So we're going to go Colson Montgomery, Benny Tendi, back-to-back maybe, or Miguel Vargas. Drew Romo, good long shot if you want to risk it. For the Dodgers, go Tani if he plays, man. We're going to take him. Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy. Long shot is Dalton Rushing. Rangers versus Red Sox. I personally will fade this game. I do not like this game at all. But for the Red Sox, we're going to go just Willier and Wilson again. They both look good. Maybe Jarren Duran. For the Rangers, honestly, Jake Burger or Fescue. Phillies versus Brewers. You got Nola versus Drohan. For the Brewers side, I like Jake Bauers again. Then Jackson Trio. For the Phillies, we're going to go Kyle Schwarber, Alec Bohm, then Bryce Harper. Astros versus Royals. You get Burrows versus Cameron. This game might feed again. For the Royals, I like Jack Cag, Carter Jensen, Macy for the long shot or the your sneaky look. Starling Marte also caught my eye, but I don't know if he's been playing. For the Astros, we're going Yordan for the B2B. I like Jeremy Pena for the long shot, and then Christian Walker again. Cubs versus Giants, Willie Adames. Cubs versus Giants, we get Ben Brown versus McDonald. For the Giants side, Willie Adames and Bryce Eldridge again. For the Cubs, P. Crow and IHAP. Rockies versus Athletics. I think this is going to be a derby game. I know yesterday wasn't that good for that game for home runs. We definitely caught a few. But I think tomorrow will be much better. You got Kyle Freeland versus, I think it's Joey Estes or Jeffrey Springs or something like that. So for the Athletics, you just got to go to Kurtz, Langeliers, and I like Bolte tomorrow. Then maybe Jonah Heim or Muncy. Okay, I know that's 5 guys, but like I said, I think this game is going to be good. A good stackable game right here. For the Rockies, I'm going right back to Hunter Goodman, man. The guy was not seeing the ball well tonight, but I think he does have a very good matchup against either Estes or Springs. So we're going to take Hunter Goodman. And then we're going to go back to Mr. Cole Carrig. My third guy will be TJ Rumfield or Caroz as my long shot. And the last game, we got Rays versus the Angels. It's a Jax versus Soriano. For the Angels, I like Mike Trout and Zach Neto. Maybe Wade Meckler, but be careful with Meckler. He doesn't really hit home runs like that. He's good for bases, though. And then for the Rays side, Jonathan Aranda, Caminero, and then Yandy Diaz. I hope we all cash tomorrow. Good luck, everyone, and hopefully this will help you guys cash out on some home run parlays. All my research is done through Prop Finder, and I will link my VIP and my Discord in the description below. And also, I'm gonna link my Twitter on there. If this helps you or anything like that, go ahead and follow me, man. I appreciate y'all, and let's have a good weekend. Peace.